How did he become the richest kid in Dubai? And just how much does he actually have? Meet Rashed Saif Belhasa, aka Money Kicks, Dubai's teenage millionaire who spends his time collecting sneakers, driving luxury cars, and living in mansions most of us can only dream of. But before you start rolling your eyes at another rich kid showing off on social media, you might want to stick around, because there's a twist to his story that even his followers don't know about. Rashed didn't exactly start from the bottom. He was born on January 5, 2002, into one of Dubai's wealthiest families. He was surrounded by opulence before he could even walk. Imagine having your crib lined with designer brands while the rest of us were wearing hand-me-downs. Kind of gives new meaning to born with a silver spoon, huh? But don't think for a second that being the youngest child of Saif Ahmed Belhasa, owner of Dubai's largest construction empire, means that everything was handed to him. Or was it? You see, that's where it gets interesting. Sure, Rashed grew up in a palace, rode to school in luxury cars, and had pet tigers. Yes, real ones. But his life isn't just about flaunting wealth, it's about turning it into something more. When your dad's a billionaire, the pressure is on to carve out your own path. So, how did a teenage sneakerhead transform into one of Dubai's most influential young entrepreneurs? It all started with a pair of limited edition kicks. While most of us were scraping together pocket change to buy new sneakers, Rashed was building a massive collection that caught the attention of sneakerheads worldwide. But he didn't stop there. He turned his sneaker obsession into a YouTube channel, and that's how Money Kicks was born. But suddenly, it wasn't just about the shoes, it was about building an empire. But is it Rashed's fame really because of his hustle? Or are we just falling for a really well-done publicity stunt funded by his dad's millions? I mean, come on, if your dad's a billionaire, is it really that hard to look cool in front of a mansion? Imagine if we all had that kind of start. Hey, Dad, can I borrow $1 million to start my sneaker business? No big deal, right? But while it's easy to poke fun, there's something deeper at play here. You see, Rashed wasn't content to just sit back and let his father's fortune do all the work. He took that silver spoon, dipped it in gold, and made it Instagram famous. But could he really have built all this without the Belhasa name behind him? Wait, let's just rewind for a second. Rashed's father, Saif Ahmed Belhasa, wasn't born into wealth himself. He built his fortune through decades of work in the construction industry, turning his company into a juggernaut responsible for some of Dubai's most iconic skyscrapers. So, yes, the Belhasa family might be rolling in dough now, but it wasn't always Ferraris and five-star vacations. And that brings us to, how much of Rashed's wealth is actually his?
Money Kicks now opens Money Car.
Estimates peg his net worth around $100 million, but let's be real here, when your family's business assets, investments, and your YouTube income are all mixed together, it's hard to say where the family fortune ends and Rashed's own hustle begins. But maybe that's the point, who wouldn't use every advantage they had? And just when you think he's got it all figured out, Rashed drops a new venture that shakes things up. Sneakers were only the beginning. Now, we're talking about endorsement deals, luxury fashion lines, and get this, an actual petting zoo featuring exotic animals at his mansion. Yep, while some of us were struggling to keep a goldfish alive, Rashed was busy building his own private zoo. Quick question for you guys, if you could pick one exotic animal to keep in your backyard, what would it be? Drop your answer in the comments, and let's see who picks the weirdest one. Because honestly, who wouldn't want a pet tiger, right? But hold on, before you get too carried away dreaming of luxury, let's slow down a little bit. But fame has its downsides, even for the rich. Imagine being 18 and having millions of people watch your every move, not because you're a pop star, but because you're rich. Some say it's a blessing, and others call it a curse. While his lifestyle is filled with supercars, designer clothes, and private jets, being Money Kicks also comes with enormous pressure. One wrong move, and his reputation could come crashing down. So, is Rashed just living off his father's legacy, or is he actually building something of his own? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Behind all the flashy Instagram posts and YouTube videos, there's a young entrepreneur who's genuinely trying to make a name for himself. He's not just buying luxury cars, he's investing in new ventures, expanding his brand, and even looking to build businesses that can stand on their own, separate from his father's influence. But let's face it, even with all his efforts, some people will never see him as anything more than a rich kid who got lucky. What do you think? Can Rashed truly step out of his father's shadow and build his own empire? Or will he always be seen as the son of Saif Ahmed Belhasa? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, hit that like button if you think being born rich is a cheat code for life. Don't forget to subscribe, because if you're curious about the world's most outrageous lifestyles, Herlas Facts has got you covered. Oh, and take our poll, what's the craziest thing you'd buy if you had $100 million lying around? This has been Herlas Facts, diving deep into the world of Dubai's richest kid. Stay tuned for more, and remember, money can't buy happiness, but it sure can buy some pretty cool toys. See you in the next video.